You're going to be shocked when I tell you this. Would you believe it? What if I told you if someone who was so wildly another anti-trans, anti-grooming right-winger was arrested for child molestation charges? That's right. Put up the damn picture. 39-year-old Floridian Aaron Craig Gleason is a conservative writer who has published pieces in outlets like the Daily Wire and the Federalist, two of my favorite publications. He wrote at least 2 articles for the Daily Wire, which has removed his author page. But as of now, his author page on the Federalist website is still live. One of his pieces on the Federalist was a review of Sound of Freedom, an anti-sex trafficking film that he deemed a, quote, call to action. In the review, he wrote this: "It's about the children, lost, invisible, children who suffer in the depths of hell every single day. While the rich and powerful try to indoctrinate us with critical race theory and other ideological moralisms, true victims suffer in literal cages and chains. The current culture war is all about children. Children are the most important thing in the world. We cannot allow our world to be dominated by child sex abuse. We must help." To quote the film, quote, "God's children are not for sale." And additionally, in 2023, Gleason, quote, tweeted a video of pride marchers, some of whom were in drag. One person off camera in the video chants, "We're here, we're queer, we're coming for your children." In response, Gleason wrote, "No grooming going on here. They were just coming for our children." Ha ha ha, sweating, laughing emoji. Yeah, he's sweating and laughing because, as I said earlier, he was arrested for child molestation of a child under the age of 12. As of right now, we don't have any other details on the case and don't expect them. But it's especially horrifying because in addition to his writing gig, he also taught Bible school at Rocky Bayou Christian School and was a middle school soccer coach. According to his LinkedIn, the superintendent of the school sent out an email to parents that said, "I regret to inform you that one of our middle school teachers was arrested today by local law enforcement officers. Teacher has been on paid administrative leave and off campus for 2 weeks. Please pray for our school and students during this difficult time." He was booked in Oskaloosa County, Florida on January 28th and posted $75,000 bail. So there hasn't been a conviction or a confession, so he can't say he absolutely committed this crime. Please remember that. But he was arrested on it. 2 on the nose. Thoughts?
Yeah, you know what this is? We learn all this. We learn this lesson when we're literally children. Whoever smelt it dealt it, right? It's the same concept, the same principle, and we're very familiar with it from children. And as we grow up, it's the same thing. It's the same bad behavior. People who see bad behavior everywhere are usually the ones who are familiar with that bad behavior in one way or another, whether they were the ones who were doing the bad thing or if they were the victim of it. They learn to recognize it in places. But it's not really people who have been victims of sexual harassment who are so anti-transgender. If you're cheating on your partner, you're probably going to be paranoid that they're cheating on you because you know how easy it is to hide that cheating. You're doing it and you're getting away with it. So why wouldn't they also be doing it and getting away with it and hiding it the same way that you are? Why wouldn't everyone be doing that? It's the same principle. And so, yeah, none of this is surprising. I know you asked, I know you said we'd all be so surprised with this story. And, I'm sorry to disappoint you, Bright, but nobody is.
Sorry, yes, but you missed the rebuttal. It's whoever made the rhyme did the crime in response to smelt it and dealt it. But still,
no.
Which is like so meta in and of itself.
Oddly. Yeah, because it is also a rhyme. So,
I mean, no one hasn't rhymed or accused anyone. So I guess I farted.
But in this particular case, as I'm glad you pointed that out, Brett, because then as he's talking very seriously, I guess, about this horrific crime of predatory behavior towards children, he's got a laughing, sweating, crying, a laughing emoji. What's so there's all kinds of signs as to the level of actual importance behind this and actually why he's doing this approach and coming after certain folks to, of course, get the signal off of him. But you notice, once they bring up drag queens, there was that whole push, maybe it was a year and a half ago, 2 years, where oh my God, there's a drag queen. There's a drag queen show. Let's go into the club and look at the drag queens and wonder why they're coming after children. Hey, let's go to this particular drag queen's show. Check it out. Take a look. Dance to the music a little bit. Maybe bop, snap some fingers, and then let's talk about how they're coming after children. Yet people like this guy find themselves in schools, playgrounds, and churches. Youth churches where they're around children all the time. It's weird how drag queens don't do their shows in schools, churches, and playgrounds where people like this guy do. You know, the blatant like the clarity with which we can see where the bad guys like to operate. Yeah, we're supposed to ignore it just because it's this white guy with the weird hairstyle that says a lot, the right things that match up with the people who are okay with this happening. We just let it slide. You know, as a society in general, the fact that we're able to buy into this and allow these things to slide, there's way more going on. The nefarious nature to which we're okay with this happening, and then when it's exposed, will they come back and say, you know what, maybe we should keep these guys that like to talk a lot about who's grooming who, maybe we should keep an eye on them. They won't do that because they don't care when children are being groomed. I guess I know you talked about the legalities of how he's been only accused. Well, Donald Trump has been talking about how he's going to release all the records on JFK. He's going to release all the records on MLK's murder. He's not releasing all the records on what happened with his buddy who liked to fly people to his island. I'm just saying, release it all, bro. Release it all. But they won't do that.
That's what I love when I have a position where it's like, I genuinely want the bad people to go to jail no matter what it is. Like, I'm not going to defend someone because they're on my side of the aisle. It's so freeing. You should free yourself of hypocrisy. It feels so awesome. You just like choose some values and live by them, and they have to be the right ones so that you can be free to do that. And they're not coming with hypocrisy, but like, my God, I want to see those Epstein files so bad. Like, if this dude is eventually convicted, it's a story because he was arrested, right? If he is eventually convicted, reading those passages where he's like, we got to protect the children. And then if it does turn out he's convicted of this act, oh my God. It's just so ridiculous. It happens so often.
Yeah.
And I hate it every time it does. And I just people need to free themselves up to just like realize how often every accusation is a confession.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.